Hello everyone, it's Catherine from Success Academy. I get a lot of questions about how to deal with homework that's frustrating, and so today I'd like to give you 2 tips for making your homework session way easier. The first tip is going to show you how to use your body to make homework easier, and that might sound really strange, but only for a few moments. And the second thing is to use your thinking. So the first thing comes from the new science of how our brains function, neuroscience, right? We have learned as a culture that our brains thrive when we exercise our bodies. And so one of the things that we've learned recently, and I'm going to give you a resource to look into the science of this if you wish to, but for now I just want to say that scientists have learned that physical exercise, particularly cardiovascular exercise, prepares the brain for learning and prepares it for intellectual challenge. Now, the way that that all happens is kind of convoluted and scientific, but really easy to understand. I'm not going to get into all of that right now, but I will give you at the end of the video the name of a book that is fantastic about that teaches you about all of this. For now, I'm just going to say cardiovascular exercise prepares your brain for intellectual challenge. So how does that help you? Well, here's how I like to have my students and my own children at home use exercise to help them get through really challenging homework sessions. To begin with, my kids, after school, just take a break, a physical break. They kind of dance around to music or just move around in the house, play basketball, whatever it is. We have a gym downstairs. They might go on the treadmill or on the bike or just do some climbing and kind of get their bodies moving before they even start homework and have a nice snack and all of that. But then in the homework session, if you are dealing with work that is particularly challenging and you find yourself sort of sinking, your shoulders start to hunch over, your head is going into your hand, and that whole kind of like shrinking down into a negative space where you feel like, I can't do this work, or I don't understand this, or God, I just wish I could learn this stuff. Those negative thoughts and physical feelings can really prevent you from succeeding. And so that's the time when you need to take a break from your homework. Take a 5 to 15 minute break. And what I recommend is you go out of the room where you do your homework, go into a different room, put on some of your favorite music and dance around, but like really dance. I don't mean just like, I mean like get up and jump around and really get into it. Get your whole body into it. Really feel it. Feel the music moving through you. Get like really excited. Get to the place where you feel like you're happy. There's a smile on your face. You feel really good. You have let go of all the negative energy. And then you're ready to go back to your homework. So this could take 1, 2, could even take 3 songs. You need to get to the place where you feel really positive. You've let go of all that negativity and you are pumped up, your heart rate is pumped up, everything feels really good. Before you head back to the homework, this is where the second lesson comes in. The second lesson is about your thinking and how your thinking prepares you for an intellectual task or challenge. Now, if you got your whole body feeling really, really good, but then you sort of switch your brain back to, oh, right, I'm going back to homework. It sucks. It's going to be awful. I can't do it. I don't know anything. And you get back into that like mental sinking, then you're setting yourself up for failure. So we want to really use that good feeling that you got and make your thoughts match the good feeling. Get some positive thoughts going on in your mind about your homework. So you might think something like, oh man, I feel really good right now. I just know that when I get back to that math work or the science or whatever it is that you're working on, I know when I get back to my homework, I'm going to really figure it out this time. I'm going to understand it. I'm going to finish my homework and I'm going to feel really good about it. These positive thoughts set you up to create a positive experience. However, and just the same, if you go back to your homework with negative thoughts, they set you up to create a negative experience. So, you learned 2 things in this quick little video. Number 1, Exercise prepares your brain for intellectual challenge. It prepares you for learning. It prepares you for problem solving. So use exercise when your homework is challenging. The second thing you learned is your thoughts create your experience. So make your thoughts positive. Make them thoughts that prepare you to win, to succeed, to learn, to complete your homework feeling really good. Now, I promised that I would give you a resource for if you wanted to learn a little bit more about this exercise and its relationship to learning. There's an excellent book out there which I recommend to everybody I know. I've written about it constantly. I have talked about it constantly. I tell everyone about it because it is so good. The book is called Spark: The Revolutionary New Science of Exercise and the Brain. I wrote this down. No, I didn't write that down. But that's the title, Spark: The Revolutionary New Science of Exercise and the Brain. The book is written by Dr. John Ratey. He is, this part I wrote down, he is an associate clinical professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School. And he has a great website called sparkinglife.org. So you could read his book, or you could just go on the website, watch some videos, read some blog entries, and just kind of browse around the website. You're going to learn so much about this science and about how our brains work. But I'll leave you with a quote from Dr. John Ratey. He says that exercise optimizes brain function in 3 different ways. And he says that it improves your attention, exercise decreases stress and anxiety, and it improves your motivation and willingness to try something new. So that's interesting too. Lots of good stuff there. So when you're doing homework and it's really challenging, take a dance break, have some fun, move your body, and then before you come back to your challenging work, remember to think, I can do this. I will understand this. I will finish my homework and I'll feel really good about it. This is Catherine for Success Academy, and I wish you happiness and success in everything you do. Thanks for listening.